So you have set up the bedroom and the bathroom to keep it caregiving friendly. Now that you have your routine ready, don't forget about the simple ways to keep your loved one happy. In today's edition of Caregiving 101, Starr Calo-oy continues her talk about the importance of simple hygiene. Good morning, Starr.
Good morning.
All right, so we're talking
about shaving.
Yes, about shaving.
That's right. Well, it's something that a lot of people overlook, Eileen. Let's talk about two types of people. You've got people with dementia and people who don't have dementia. And you're going to handle them a lot different. People with dementia, when you approach them to shave, one of the best ways to do it would be in the shower. Because then it softens the beard, it makes it easier. Now, if you do it in the shower, you're going to want to make sure to cover his privates while you're doing that part of the caregiving to maintain his dignity. Right. Okay, but you would want it. That'll make it nice and warm. The steam rises up and it makes it a lot better. If you have to do a shave outside of the shower itself, you're going to want to make sure that you cover the mirrors if they have dementia, and I always emphasize that so they don't get confused and they're not afraid someone's watching them.
Right. I would guess too. I mean, this is probably an important part of their daily routine when they were younger, and then as they become older and as they age, it's probably something where they don't have a chance to do for themselves.
That's right, and it's very important, just like our hair. Women love to still go to the beauty parlor and get their hair done, even if they have dementia, and it's part of their routine. So with the men, now there's going to be times if they get very agitated and angry and it's a fight with the razor, leave it alone. You don't have to shave them. Let that beard grow out. It's better not to fight and argue over it than to have them fresh shaven. Most of the time that's for the family members anyway.
So as far as the caregiver, it's probably a good thing for them to go ahead and try this, to try you know, getting involved and maybe asking Dad, can I shave, can I help you shave here?
Right.
So that they don't hurt themselves.
Yeah, Dad, would you like for us to shave right now? I'll help you do that. Now you might want to use an electric shaver, but you want to make sure that you get one, according to Consumer Reports, that has a very low sound to it, otherwise that can frighten them, okay? Now, again, if you're taking care of someone with dementia, you want to make sure that you watch that water very closely. You don't want anything sharp around them either. You don't want them to get confused and suddenly lunge out at you and hurt you or hurt themselves.
Okay.
So I would be careful with a straight razor.
Yes, exactly. Now you have a few tips, and you had just mentioned a few of them, but as well as keeping the water temperature intact while in the shower or in the bath, and also be aware of some good or bad distractions.
That's right. That's right. Now, if you have home health, let's talk about that. Many times, a lot of our listeners, our viewers right now, they have home health 2 or 3 times a week. Well, that may be enough shaving so that you don't even have to do the shaving during the week, because you don't want to do it too often, because remember, I mean, the skin is very tender and it gets very thin as we get older. So if you have home health, praise God, because you don't have to do the shaving all through the week. But let's say that you don't have home health, or you have it once a week. It depends on the individual if they want it done, or if you decide that they're going to go for a picture or something like that, well, then you'd want to do it. But in regard to it, make sure that you use hypoallergenic shaving cream that you can get at one of the health food stores, because their skin is very sensitive. Make sure the water level the water temperature is good for them. You're going to want to make sure you don't use an aftershave with alcohol, because that can sting them afterwards.
Okay, yeah, and be careful with that, because I know as we age, we start to have a little bit of skin here.
Yes, that's
and so we want to be sure, we want to be careful. You also have more tips.
Yeah, and micro touch, that's a very nice little tool to use.
Micro touch.
Micro touch is a little tool that you can get at any pharmacy or even Walmart, and it uses it for the inside of the nose and the ears. While you're shaving, you can use that, and they even have the waterproof micro touches for in the shower. That way you can get that hair out of their nose and out of their ears, and you can do it all in the shower. Now, here's a real neat tip. Let's say, for example, you have someone with dementia that is fidgety and agitated, and they're taking a shower. If it's a male, it's usually a male, you know, that you're going to be working with, give him some big nuts and bolts on a little tray that's waterproof in the tub. You know why?
Why?
Because they're going to be fidgeting with that while you're shaving them. It keeps their mind off of it. You're going to want to distract them or do it while they're asleep. Some of these people many times are on medication and trim their beard while they're asleep. Just be very careful.
Okay, so that's part of the good and bad distractions.
Sure.
All right, well, we've got information for the folks at home as far as caregiving tips from A to Z. You can get your copy of this book as well as the other book. And I don't know, but Star's always writing something. If she's not writing or she's not on the show, she is definitely with her husband, Bob Calo-oy, on KKYX 680 AM every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And there is the phone number right there as well as a website. You've got a special going on.
Yes.